Morning everyone. I'm just going to introduce the paper which is in relation to the guide frame for developing and facilitating civil society discussion. So for activists or people working to bring about transformative change, one of the key ways is to kind of meet, discuss, be able to analyse situations together, particularly involving those that are impacted by those situations, and look based on the values which have just been presented and what are the solutions that are needed to bring about that transformative change. And then when they had the meeting last year, the event last year, one of the things that came up was that there's a real lack of those spaces for people to come together collectively based on those values and to work collectively for that transformative change. There are lots of other spaces out there where people engage, some of which are constructive, some of which are destructive, but that real space for transformative change and working together collectively to have that analysis based on real kind of life, real stories, genuine analysis, that space is not really there, and often based on presumptions rather than on an accurate analysis of reality. So this paper is about kind of developing those opportunities and those spaces, that the space is based on those values for intersectoral perspectives to be brought together to have those discussions grounded in values and looking at solutions which are also grounded in those same values as well. So the purpose of the paper is basically around creating those spaces to mobilise civil society to effectively work for transformative change, and having those discussions at local, regional, at national level, with people from communities, with activists, people impacted by the issues as well, people from organisations that are involved in trying to bring about transformative change. It's a very practical paper in that sense for any genuine community youth worker. It's about using those kind of basic skills to bring people together, to generate that discussion. So the paper outlines kind of how that could be done. One way or ways that could be done based on the values, looking at some of the principles for that approach in terms of clarity, in terms of the values and what you're trying to achieve, how you promote curiosity, the reflection, the analysis, how you bring that analysis, different tools for bringing and presenting that analysis within a group and having that discussion, for engaging people, and then for looking at how you bring that to kind of engaging in a process of transformative change and bringing that about. And there's details there in terms of how it might be done. So it's a very practical thing, a very practical approach in creating those spaces which are often people felt from last year in particular are lacking in civil society, and presenting a kind of an option for people to provide those spaces at local, regional, national level to come together, intersectoral, but based on the common values to bring about that transformative change. Thank you.